Hey Flosstube, it's Julie, Gulf Coast Stitches, coming to you from very sunny and beautiful Florida. It has been a long time since I've posted a video, and what Flosstube created for me was a circle of real life friends, to be quite honest, um, who I've been in close contact with. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like I've been gone because I've still been communicating with my friends that I've met through Flosstube, but I realize there's so many more people cross-stitching now and so many more people to meet. So yeah, I just wanted to jump back in. I'm filming on my iPad in Sarah's bedroom, so I know I keep like looking in weird spots, so gotta forgive me. I don't have my technical support here today. So I don't have a ton of things to show, which is crazy because it's been so long. It's not that I don't have them, it's that I didn't haul them upstairs up here. Like I said, it's evening. Dan's home. We've just had dinner, and I thought, well, let me make a quick video real quick because I told some friends I would, and I got so excited when I saw Michelle the Striped Rose's new video, and when I saw Vonna back on the scene. You know, that I realized how much I was missing participating in the community. So many of you know, just a super quick recap, I do own an online shop. This is not a shop video. The shop situation is a topic for another day, although I do want to say this. Watch this space. Go to gulfcoaststitches.com and sign up for my newsletter. I would encourage you to not shop gulfcoaststitches.com right now, and here's why. My life is crazy. This year my father passed away right before Christmas. That has changed so many things. Those of you who have been following my channel for a while know he lived a full life, lots of ups and downs with that, but he did pass away. So thank you for those of you who sent cards and prayers and condolences and emails and texts and all those things. I'm really filming this for you guys because I appreciate it so much. But in lieu of all the things that have happened, I just haven't been promoting my shop. And because I haven't been actively promoting my shop, I decided to spend this market season as a consumer and support other shops. So I think I did buy some things. I didn't go crazy, but I did support Hobby House. I supported, gosh, was quite a few Farm Girl Dry Goods. I also supported Country Sampler because I will always do that. Yeah, who else did I buy stuff from? A lot of people. Anyway, a few things here or there. This market, I think we're all feeling the wave of floss tubers that came into the scene in like 2017, 2018. Like, I would call that the second major wave of floss tubers. We all went acquisition nuts, I think. And I think we're all like at the same threshold of realizing that we have a lot of stuff. And we want to do all this stuff. So I think that we kind of all, those of us that like we're kind of in on that same wave, find ourselves in the same spot with a lot of stash, which is great. But for me, I'm in grad school. I'm a full-time employee with employees, so I'm in a full-time leadership role at the state college. And grad school is, it is a toughie. It's extra tough because I'm not receiving my master's in the same field that I received my bachelor's in. So there are some things like statistics, for example, that are heavier in this this academic field than my previous one. So yeah, lots of big learning curve there. So anyway, I would encourage you to visit my shop, but don't purchase yet. Just sign up for that newsletter, because what I'm going to do is I am going to pretty much between now and whenever the magic day is, I'm not going to commit to a day. I'm going to first open, I would like to say that if you own an online shop, brick and mortar shop, you're just getting your feet wet, and you're interested in purchasing my backstock, I'm going to explore that option for about the next, I don't know, 5-6 weeks, something like that, until I'm done with this portion of grad school. But that was my first thought, because here's what happens. Everybody hits the online shops, just like I do, for the new, best, most amazing chart at the moment, and then we get them and we want, and we get it quick and we're happy and everything's great, and then that shop may have over ordered, that shop being me, and then that stock sits there, and we all hit the what's new page, like what's the most exciting thing, and that's what we buy the most, at least the demographic that has shopped from me over the past, I've had my shop for almost 5 years. The people who have shopped from me, they're fast and furious just like I am, which is great. But there's not really a place for them to come, because I'm an online shop, there's not a place for them to come peruse and dig for those golden oldies, even though that might just mean that was 2017. Some of those things are already out of print. So I know that's one of my favorite things to do, is dig through shop inventory. So I was thinking people with brick and mortars, maybe Sherry, Colorado Cross Stitcher, somebody who's opening and stocking. If you want to reach out to me, I'll put my new email in the Dropbox below. In the Dropbox, boy, you can tell I'm in grad school. I'll put my email in the box below, and you can reach out to me and we can talk about it. How about that? I got some great stuff. I got a lot of hard to find stuff. Not a lot of time to deal with it currently. So that's my plan. First wave, let the shops have a chance, shop owner to shop owner, to make a deal, so to speak. The next wave will be, I will be mass liquidating Fire Poppy style on my website. So when is that going to happen? I'm not going to tell you, because I don't know. It's going to happen sometime after this semester, before the next one, because I need to be able to tend to you guys. And when I say between semesters, my educational semester, not my work semester. So just peek around, put stuff in your cart, let it hang out there. Doesn't hurt anybody. And then now people can buy stuff out from underneath your cart. That is a thing that can happen. But look around. I'm suggesting to you that it would be beneficial for you to wait. And also, if you order between now and then, the shipping's going to be super slow, which is not my style, but grad school work. Did I mention that? So yeah. So that's what's happening with shop news. So 8 minutes in, that's that. Here I am. Everything's okay. Let's see. So I didn't bring a ton of stuff up here because while Sarah was home, we did the most amazing clean of my craft pile on my side of our master bedroom, which is where all my personal stuff is. And we did a big, come in to honesty moment, keep her purge, keep her purge, keep her purge. And so I'm happy to say I probably have decided to let go of about 50% of my personal stash. Someday I may regret it. I know that day will not be today, because I'm going to keep what I love and pass on what I don't love as much anymore as my taste has evolved. And I'm completely aware that I may be buying some of this stuff back on eBay years from now when I feel like I want it to share the same space as me. But I've got to be realistic, we all do. So in addition to the mass liquidation at the store, I am going to have a mass liquidation of personal stuff. And I mean, I think I'm going to just stuff. I was talking to another person in the industry just yesterday or the day before, and she was like, hey, you should do a D-stash page on Instagram. That's a great idea. I've done live sales before. Great idea, ton of work. Yeah, so just know, you know, we've all got stuff, and I'm ready to share. I'm ready to scale down some of mine. But let's talk about what I have been working on. So, I've had quite a few finishes. I bought a few things from Market. I'm not sure if I may have gotten this from Michelle Rudy. I'm not Farm Girl Dry Goods. I'm not 100%. Could have also gotten it at Fire Poppies. Could have also gotten it at Hobby House. Could have also gotten it. I'm not sure where, but I am not a dough bowl kind of gal. But I love this. I would love for my husband to find me like an old toolbox, like a little old shallow toolbox, to put my tomatoes and tomato related pin cushions in. I think that would be super cute. So I tore through this book. Now, I have to read and write, I don't know, every week I have to turn in 2 papers, 10 to 20 pages of heavy academic research writing. I'm not complaining. I'm blessed. Blessed. Doesn't leave me a lot of time to focus, and when I can focus, my brain's kind of mushy. So this just was, these finishes are cute and simple, and I've like ripped through them. So I'll show you my finishes real quick. I have finished this guy. However, believe it or not, I don't have any antique buttons. I don't have a single jar of buttons. Every time I look at every antique store, I can't find a jar of buttons. I find like jars of new, like cheap looking mass, you know, large retailer type store, Walmart type store buttons in mason jars, but that's not what I want for this. I want like antique buttons, so I'll probably have to hit eBay. But I got this little guy done, got this guy done, I got this guy done, working on this guy. So I only have those 2 left. Isn't that, I mean, I'm proud of myself. Somebody, I think it was Rachel, said that she didn't feel like she needed to do this one. It's so cute when it's, rethink it, Rachel. Rethink it. It's really cute. So I'll show you what I've got done on that. So I just done them on scraps that have been next to me. They're not ironed. Sorry. There's the little, he's so cute. I think I did called for everything. And let me tell you, DMC number 22, I thought that's really good lighting as far as what the color actually looks like. DMC 22, I made a special trip to Michael's, and I thought, how many dang reds do I have? Like, I literally don't care what's called for anymore. I want a stitch from my stash. And then Brenda Gervais threw in DMC 22. I was intrigued. I went, made a special trip, and I love it. It's tomato perfect. Perfect. So there's that little guy. There's this little guy. These are all 36 or 40. How cute. Cute. And then this is the teeniest little fella. Of course, you're going to see my tail. Cutest little fella. He's the one that needs some buttons around him. But my very first over one on 40, this piece I know is 40. Over one little emery strawberry. so cute. And I did it okay. It wasn't terrible. So those are the 3 of the 6 that I have done. And I'm working on the one that has the bird. So this one. Working on this now. This is Picture This plus Wren. So the only thing I changed on this, so this is not Wren. This is R&R something. The only thing I changed was I went from bamboo. Is that what it's called for? I went from whatever was called eggshell, I think is called for. Stand by. Eggshell. So I went from eggshell to Weeks Light Khaki just because you couldn't see eggshell. But I did do the satin stitches in eggshell. Like this is eggshell over here. And had I placed the stitching on the darker end, you'd be able to see it, but I didn't do that. So I'm improvising. But when the bird and all the other stuff is on there, it's going to look great. So this is a treat. And like I said, I haven't bought any of the other ones for my own personal stash because I'm not that. But the tomatoes, I do love. Okay. I guess we should also address the fact that the last time you saw me, I didn't have red hair. This is not as red as it gets. This is new stylist to me out of Ada. My stylist had a baby. So new to me stylist, I think she didn't believe me when I told her no, I like it really, really red. But, you know, I'm happy with it. I was just kind of trying to warm up, just warm all this up because my tinsel is not shiny and beautiful like Caroline's off the grid. I love her hair. My tinsel is not shiny. It's like a drab blonde. So I warmed it up a little. All right, what else did I finish? Here's some other finishes. This is the most rando video ever. Sorry. So I'm trying to keep it short. I will say, I probably already said this. This is my 3rd time trying to film this. Sarah and I went through everything, cleaned everything. I think I told you that. As far as, when I say cleaned, sorted, you know, pulled out the orphan fabric and floss and started a system there. I'm doing the photo box system. I'm sure someone has a video out there about it. It's amazing, although I have so much dang floss. I'm up to needing 5 photo boxes. Yeah. So I only have 3. So I'm kind of at a stalemate right there. I love the fabric of the month clubs I'm in, but I probably need to stop those too because I have a lot of fabric. But I don't want to stop those because I love getting it. Oh boy. Anyway, so we put about 40 whips into a tote. It's actually under her desk that are the not right nows. Like, we realistically know, not interested. So then the pit, see previous Flosstube video, the area between my stitching chariot and the wall now has stuff that I'm serious about trying to rip through and get finished. So it's actually kind of helped me progress with my finishes. So I finished this heartstring. I finished this, Beth, I just want to say I absolutely love the Sunday stitches, and my hands needed to wrap around this during the loss of my dad. So stitched it. Probably not called for. Like I said, I'm trying to stash bust. And I love these. I'm working on another one now. I'm working on the old rugged cross, but this is Heartstring Samplery, Amazing Grace. So did that one. I don't know how I'm gonna finish that yet. He's like, I think I'm gonna frame it, even though it's small. And then I did this one. Justice is what love looks like in public. Yes. And now I need to search Etsy for some more of these, because I love my social justice stitches. I don't know, soothing. Hope for better days in this world. And then this is one of my oldest and dearest, the Uber turkey. So I guess the sun's going down, so I don't have to try to block the light. This Uber turkey is by Bent Creek. But you say to yourself, Julie, he's not very Uber. He's not big. I had a moment. So went to Stitchville, saw this on the wall, and was dead. I was like, I need it. Immediately kitted up with all the things. Every color, called 4 weeks, except for I had to sub out one color. I don't even know. And it was fine. And I stitched it on Picture This plus Heroic. It still has the tag from Stitchville, which I can't bring myself to cut off because this was an amazing, it was a Midwest Cross Stitchers retreat before that became Farm Girl Gatherings. Michelle, I can't wait. I hope we get together soon. But this just represents my first trip to Minnesota, meeting new friends, and I love it. So he's 1/1 on 36, 1/2 on 36. Jeez. The reason he's not Uber is because I did not read the chart. So, didn't even occur to me. Like, the thing that was so shocking about him was he was so big and bold and beautiful. And I knew I was going to prim him down because that's kind of, I'm like a neutral prim type person. That's great. Primmed him down. And then about halfway through, I realized the chart said that he was stitched on 18 count. So I was like, oh, that's why I got 36. That makes sense. But he still just seems so much smaller than what I remember. Well, he was stitched 3/2 on 18, which means I should have been stitching him over 4, which would have made him Uber. Anyway, he's amazing. He's cute. I'm happy with him. And he's done. So all of this has got done due to the fact that I've scaled down what's next to me to a manageable amount, and I'm like hungry to get that finished so that I can, I'm also hungry to empty project bags. I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's like is that like a anti-nesting? Is that a menopause thing? I don't know. Sorry guys if that was too much. I don't know. I just enjoy emptying the project bags. I've been going through that type of like minimalization, which is counterintuitive to this hobby and craft of ours. But I don't, like I said, it's not that I want to get rid of things as much as I want to get through things and then maybe pass them on. I don't know. So another thing I'm working on, he's in a hoop because he's on Ada. I stitch in hand except for Ada. This is Kodiak Santa. His chart is still down next to my chair. But Kodiak Santa is by the Posy collection, and he has a needle sticking right through him there. But he is so cute. I don't have too much more to go. And I fill in his jacket and his beard and his face, and there's some animal over here too, I think, but not too bad. Easy, soothing, mindless. After statistics has wiped my brain out, I can work on this. So he's almost done. So then his bag, which was a gift to me, his bag will be liberated. And who knows what else I'll find to put in it. I haven't even bothered to use a project bag for those Brenda Gervais tomatoes because I've been whooping them out so quick. So the only other thing I have to share, I have a ton of stuff to share, But the only other thing that I want to share in way of cross stitch plans is I was watching my friend Lori. Hey Lori, Mischievous Stitches. And she mentioned that she had this guy, pulled it out and said, you know, I think I want to stitch this, but maybe do these in Christmas colors. Genius. So I messaged her and said, do you mind if you have some, do you want some company in this? And absolutely. So then that took me, when I went upstairs and pulled him out of my very organized Prairie Schooler file, pretty proud of that one. I pulled him out. I thought, what fabric am I going to put him on? Because he's on raw linen, which I don't like. I just don't, I stitch in hand. I don't like how raw linen feels. In my bare hand. It's fine if it's on a frame, but, or a Q-snap, but I'll be doing this one in hand. So, I have a couple of selections here. I don't know how the light is going to be for you to see. I've kind of pared it down to 2. Because so it's kind of on a grayish background. This, okay, if you're in Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club and you have not received your April February, you should have received February, so you can look. I don't want any spoilers. But this is called Stoneware. It's appearing much more green than it actually is. Very much more gray. That's pretty good color match there. But I thought, ooh, that'd be really cute, right? But it's 40 count. This is stitched on 26, so it'd be tiny, but that's okay. So that's a possibility. And then another possibility is Weeks Aspen. This is the old Weeks, which I'm a fan of. There's a few people that stitch in hand, that are a fan of this. And then this is Tin Roof Gingham. I thought that might be kind of cute, but that might geometrically be kind of too much. So I don't know. But then I thought, well, maybe we should warm it up a little bit. So I have one more fabric here. This is a Bee Stitch Me scroll. Could warm it up with that. I don't know. I have no idea. Lori's going to stitch hers on the called for Davos. Although this one is called for on 26 count dirty linen. Weird. I'm not going to do that. So then that took me, when I went to my very organized Prairie Schooler charts, I found that I had this one. Sunshine and Shadow. Well, these are quite complimentary. And I said, I'd text Lori and said, how cool would it be if we make this Christmassy? She said that would be amazing, except for that's one that I don't have. Yay! Because I'm an impulse shopping cross-stitch hoarder, I have 2. So one's going to Lori, Mischievous Stitches. So if you have this and you want to join us, pull it out, get it kitted up. We're not going to start for a couple weeks. We'll probably post, one of us will post before we do start, but yeah, I have no idea. So now that I've thrown this one into the mix, I think I want to go, here's a surprise, a warm creamy neutral. And I'm even considering using 25 count bone and attempting it 1/1 for my first time ever. I could try on this one. It's tiny. This is only 72 by 48, and if it's too hard, that's okay. But how cute would it? Like this would go in my house right now. I mean, can you see? I live in a wooden house. This would just be great. That actually looks like my wall. Throw a bowl of oranges in front of me, and there we have it. But those two, matchy. Definitely gonna happen. So Lori, one of those is coming to you. So leaves me to only one other. I am not a Sal person. I like to start them, don't like to do them. But here lately, since I'm in the mood to finish, and actually get some progress done on things, which is bizarre because I'm in grad school and overwhelmed and feel like I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown many days. But when I've gone for more than 2 or 3 days without stitching, I feel it. And so this kind of stitching with a friend and texting each other and encouraging each other, I think will be great. So my other friend, Rachel from Needle and Flax, has there's a whole movement going around revolving around house coats. I'm not going to get further into it because you must go watch the last 2 or 3 Rachel videos. I'm sure she describes that and that's at Needle and Flax. I probably won't remember to link it below, but Needle and Flax. I have an order coming. I can't wait. It'll be my first Needle and Flax fabric. I can wait and I will wait, and I'm not going to complain about it at all because I got bazillions of fabrics. And didn't I just say that? But she talked about house coats. Well, see, Rachel and I are of a certain age, the same, within 2 years of each other, one or two years of each other. And I think that as people in our age group, and we are young and fabulous, don't get it twisted. Don't come at us, please. I think that we're hitting that stage in our life, at least my friends and I. I'm not speaking for Rachel, but other friends and I have talked about the fact that we're hitting a stage in life where we're longing for the nostalgic. So even things that were kind of predated us, but remind us of our parents or our grandparents, because we're at the stage of life where we're losing those people. And so memories and connections and, all of the good old days, the glory days, are at the forefront of our minds a lot, at least for me and for a few of my girlfriends that I've discussed it with. So the thing about house coats, so there's a few different, this chair I'm in, I'm in a house that's built in 1906 and it's not level anymore, so I'm trying to rolling towards the door. The thing about house coats is there seems to be 2 categories that I'm finding them in: Super Racy or Mrs. Roper. Now, I think I'm going to order one of each. I don't know. But go watch her Flosstube, learn all about it. She's got some events coming up revolving around house coats. If you've got a house coat or a duster or, a fancy robe or a kimono or anything amazing, or pajamas or a t-shirt or whatever, and you want to join in on her awesome plans, check out her video. I will be a part of that, some way, shape, or form. I don't know. They're any excuse to wear comfies. Yeah. So I love a house coat. My grandmother wore the zip-up style, the terry cloth. Not so much. That's not my jam. I love robes. I love anything snuggly. I'm also always either hot or cold. That happens too. But I thought while I'm wearing my house coat, I'm going to stitch on a house. So could be a Prairie Schooler house. Could be a Debbie Patrick house. So these are my 2 contenders. These are in my short list. So the thing about all of these finishes getting done and freeing up the bags is that's the only way I'm allowing myself a new start. So bag liberation, it can either go in the to be destashed pile or back into use. So this bag will be taken up with the Prairie Schoolers. So I have one more bag downstairs, so I can use this for house coat day. So either the Hildebrand house from Nevada, Missouri. That's a Christmas one. And I think what I love the most about this, I don't love to stitch on white. I don't. but I love the effect or the way she artistically cut in the blue sky in only certain areas. So you don't have to stitch all that white. So that's pretty amazing. Love that. So that is the other one. And then this is one that I've always wanted to do. And this is the southernmost house, which I have seen with my own 4 eyes. And it doesn't look that great in real life. At least it didn't when I saw it. But I want to stitch that too. I think that would go great in my home. So those are 2 houses that have a bag downstairs, but it just depends on how it times out with these, because these also have houses. These are going to look so amazing Christmassy, guys. Oh, I'm excited. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm using a bag that Robbie made me. It's got a magnetic closure. Boom. I love this small size, and this has all of my floss from the tomato book. So I guess I do have a project bag for it, but it's just holding floss because everything else is all on the same piece of linen. So that's it. I'm gonna run downstairs now, and hope you guys have a great night. I gotta figure out how to upload from iMovie because my technical support person's not here, my daughter. I love her. I miss her. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Thank you for being around. Thank you for hanging out. I do hope to film more often. I miss y'all so much. Thank you especially to the new content creators, and especially to the not so new content creators. Y'all are my people. I miss seeing you. I love seeing you. You've inspired me to make a video. It's hard to do this. It's hard to, there's a lot of time involved. None of us have time. We all want to be stitching during that time. Yeah, so thank you so much. Special shout out to Michelle Bruce. You've got a package coming your way. Lori, you have a package coming your way. Thank you, Lisa Kindred Stitcher, for continually putting out content that we love. Thank you, Kyle, for always taking on crazy projects. Thank you, Robbie and Madeline, for always making sure I'm okay, even though you don't get in front of the camera. Thank you to Sarah for helping me organize all my stash and kind of reigniting a stitchy bug in me. Thank you to everybody, and I'll be back. Love you guys. Bye.